In February 2024, India started building something it has never built before. Not a highway, not a dam, not a stadium. A semiconductor fabrication plant. The last country that tried this from scratch was the United States. It took them 30 years and hundreds of billions of dollars, and they are still not where Taiwan is. India is attempting it in 5 years, with rupees 10 lakh crore already on the table. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what this bet is and why it had to happen, and what it says about the kind of country India is trying to become. Rupees 76,000 crores in incentives, government covering up to half of the costs of any fab built here. Tata stepped up, a massive plant in Dholera, partnering with Taiwan's PSMC. Micron, the first ever American chip investment in India ever. In February 2024, Modi laid the foundation stone for 3 plants simultaneously. Total commitment over 1.25 lakh crore. On paper, it's staggering. But there's a massive difference between announced and built, and an even bigger one between built and world class. Rewind to 2021. The world was reopening after COVID. Everyone wanted to buy things, cars, phones, laptops, and they couldn't. Ford lost $2.5 billion that year. Cars shipped without local touchscreens, without heated seats, just to ship something. Samsung phones got delayed. And the reason? Chips. Silicon wafer smaller than your fingernail. That's when the world finally understood semiconductors aren't a tech product, they are infrastructure. Your car needs 1500 of them, an EV needs 3000, and a fighter jet 2 million. Hospitals, ATMs, power grids, missile systems, all running on them. And here's the part that should worry you. 90% of the world's most advanced chips come from one country, Taiwan, an island of the size of Haryana. China has openly said Taiwan will be reunified by force if necessary. So the entire modern world, your phone, your hospitality, your country's defense, depends on the stability of one island that a superpower has threatened to take. This isn't a tech story, it's a geopolitical time bomb wearing a tech story as a disguise. But there's a massive difference between announced and built, and an even bigger one built between the world class. Here's what almost no one is telling you. What India is building right now is not cutting edge. The Tata-PSMC plant will produce chips at 28 nanometers. TSMC was making that in 2011. The chips powering AI today, Nvidia's H100S, Apple's latest, those are 3 or 4 nanometers. We are starting 13 years behind. Now, 28 nanometer isn't useless. It's what most cars, appliances, and industrial systems run on it. It's a genuinely massive market. But it won't make India AI independent, not for a long time. And it's not just a tech tier. India barely manufactures the ultra pure chemicals and gases a fab needs. We did be importing almost everything just to assemble. TSMC alone employs 73 million because of what happened in 1991 when India liberalized. Economists said we did never compete globally. 30 years later, we are the world's largest vaccine maker, one of the biggest steel producer, and a pharmacy of the world. None of that was obvious in 1991. It happened because someone started the chain, even imperfectly, even behind. 28 nanometer today, 16 nanometer in 8 years, 3 nanometer maybe in 25. This isn't a factory, it's the first link in the civilization supply. The global chip industry is worth $600 billion today, heading to $1 trillion by 2030. Every future technology, AI, EVs, defense, healthcare runs on this. If India has zero domestic chip capacity, every one of those industries stays permanently dependent on someone else. That's not an economic risk, that's a sovereignty risk. Countries that make chips make the rules, countries that buy chips follow them. India has been a buyer for 75 years. This is the first real attempt to become something else. So, yes, rupees 10 lakh crore is a gamble. But the real question isn't whether it's safe or not. It's what kind of country do you want India to be in 2050? One that makes chips or one that buys them? Now, 28 nanometer isn't useless. It's what most cars, appliances, and industrial systems run on it. It's a genuinely massive market, but it won't make India AI independent, not for a long time. And it's not just a tech tier. India barely manufactures the ultra pure chemicals and gases a fab needs. We did be importing almost everything just to assemble. TSMC alone employs 73,000 specialists in skills India is starting to build from near zero. So, knowing all this, why is India still betting rupees 10 lakh crores?